Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Michelle here, and in today's video we're going to be answering a lot of questions. So a little bit of a background for this video. So if you know Adele, the Adele, so she did a video on YouTube, I think with Vogue, where she answered, I think, like 73 questions or something like that. People know that, like, you know, who know that I'm like an Adele fan. So when that video dropped, they were like, Michelle, you should totally do something like this. I'll try to link it down below, like the video, but she did like a answering questions with Vogue video, and people were like, Michelle, you should totally do this. So that's kind of the little background of this video, and basically I haven't eaten lunch or dinner yet at the time of when I'm filming this video, so basically I'm gonna make it a mukbang. So what I have here is I ordered some Caribbean food. There's like a place near me that has this super bomb Caribbean food. So I ordered some food from there. So I have here, I have their jerk chicken. I have their curried goat. I have some maduros, or like the sweet plantain here. The sweet plantain. Then I have some tostones. This is like the fried savory plantain. I love Caribbean food. It's so good. And I love tostones. Like, tostones are so good. Like, if I had to pick between like maduros and tostones, I'd probably gonna pick tostones just because I'm more of like a savory type of girl, you know, type of thing. Like, in terms, like, I do like sweet stuff, but I'm more likely than not gonna pick like a savory, salty type of vibe. So I love tostones. So again, and it also comes with like rice and beans and some vegetables that they add on the side. So I figured, I was like, you know what, let's give the people what they want, you know, let's answer some questions and eat some food. Why not? I'm like also like starving. So yeah, so essentially what I basically did was I basically Googled like get to know you questions, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So there's like a bunch. I basically consolidated a whole list of just like get to know you questions type of vibe. Some of them, they broke it up between like likes, family, values, career, like different categories. So again, we'll get into it and see how many questions I end up asking. But again, I'm like starving, so I'm actually gonna like take a bite of this. This is like so good. Like, this is so good. So good. This food is so bomb. Like, it's so good. Like, I feel like I end up like ordering this like so often because it's just so good. This is the jerk chicken. It's so good. Some maduros. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna read them off, so let's go. What's your favorite way to spend a day off? I'd probably eat a lot of food, I would sleep, I would go on a hike, and I would probably do a lot of self-care and spa things. So yeah, probably that. What type of music are you into? I listen to pretty much everything. I feel like in general my most favorite like music to listen to is like probably R&B type of vibes. But you know, fun fact, I actually do like classical music a lot. I actually grew up playing the piano for like like a lot of years. I really should start to pick that up again. But I would actually I'd probably say like R&B hip hop type of vibe, but I do listen to everything. I listen to like pop, rock, EDM, all of those other genres of music. So I feel like with any music type, I'm never like no, you know, type of thing, but I'd probably say, yeah, that's like my general vibe. What was the best vacation you ever took and why? The most recent, again, obviously with pandemic-wise, like I haven't been able to travel as much as I would have liked just because pandemic things. What's the best vacation I ever took and why? I'd probably say Banff. I went to Banff and Jasper, like pretty much the Alberta, Canada area, with my family members. So I went with my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, and my other aunt, type of thing. She's like a family friend, but again, you know, aunt, because she's such a close family friend. So, yeah, I'd probably say Banff, Jasper. We went to Banff National Park, Jasper National Park, and just the Alberta, Canada area. Other than that, I'd probably say my trip to California. Me and my cousin went to like SoCal, like LA, San Diego area. So kind of that was probably my top two. So to date, best vacations I've ever taken and why. It was just fun. I mean, Banff and Jasper, Alberta, to this day, like, it was just so beautiful. Like, we went to the national parks. It was like turquoise blue waters, Moraine Lake, Louise Lake. We went to pretty much all the tourist places, but it was just, to date, like, some of the most beautiful places I've seen on this earth. SoCal was just awesome. Again, it was, like, super fun. Again, we did pretty much, like, LA, San Diego, a bunch of spots there, and it was just, like, a fun time. You know, why not? Where's the next place on your travel bucket list and why? I have a bunch. I honestly have a full list. I've pretty much broken up my, bucket list, travel list into kind of 3 buckets. Pretty much US domestic, international, and just national parks as a whole, whether it be US or international. So I've kind of broken it up in those 3 buckets. Let me grab my list. Just give me a second, because I actually have written this down. Okay, so here's my list. I've literally broken it up in, like, I wasn't kidding when I have, like, these are, like, my current top. So these are my 3 buckets. So, essentially, for US, I have San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Salt Lake City, Vermont, North Carolina, Catskills, New York, Finger Lakes, New York, Houston, and Dallas, Texas. International travel is, like, so large. Honestly, I want to travel the world, like, everywhere, so I won't list them all, to be honest. It's a lengthy list. But I'd say probably the top, I'd probably say, like, the top would probably be, like Australia, New Zealand area, Vietnam, Singapore, Japan, like, kind of like those Asian countries. I definitely want to look at Europe, too, but I'd probably say maybe Europe, like, Spain, Italy would probably be the top. But I'd say international, honestly everywhere for the most part, but those are probably my top lists for now. Oh, Thailand. Thailand's also on there. Bali, Bora Bora, Maldives. There's so many. And then in terms of national parks I haven't gone to yet, at least for US, I'd probably say the top ones on this list that I'd want to see sooner than, like, I'd rather, like, go through these first would probably be Yosemite, Glacier, North Cascades, Rocky Mountain. Okay, these are all really good. Rocky Mountain. I still haven't been to the Grand Canyon, Arches, and Zion. So I'd probably say those are my top national parks that I want to go to, like, soon. Like, sooner than later. Would you say you're more of an extrovert or an introvert? So this might surprise people. So people will probably be like, oh, she's totally an extrovert. I'm actually naturally an introvert, to be honest. Like, I'm actually naturally very, truthfully, like, to myself. I like to do things, like, on my own, and not everything, obviously not everything, but I am actually naturally very to myself and introverted, but I am obviously very extroverted and stuff like that. But so I am a little bit of both, but I think naturally I am a little bit more introverted. What's your favorite ice cream topping? I don't really go for ice cream toppings, but I guess chocolate syrup. What was the last TV show you binged watched? I'm trying to think, because I've honestly watched a lot of things these days. In terms of TV shows, let me actually look at my Netflix, honestly. Oh, probably Manifest, honestly. Again, in terms of Netflix, I don't really watch Netflix like that often, like, compared to the next person. But probably Manifest. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? It'd probably be either fettuccine alfredo with shrimp and broccoli or my Lola's pancit. Yeah, probably that. Do you like going to the movies or prefer watching at home? Probably watching at home, just because it's a little bit more low-key. Unless it's a theater with like the nice reclining chairs. Like there's a theater near me where they have like the leather recliners where you could like recline and it's just like so nice type of thing. Otherwise I'd rather just watch them at home type of thing. Like to be honest, I'm not like the biggest moviegoer, to be quite honest. But yeah, probably prefer watching at home unless it's with the nice leather reclining chairs, TBH. What's your favorite sleeping position? Probably on my stomach, honestly. Like I love just like sleeping on my stomach or on my side, to be honest. I just find it more comfortable. In the summer, would you rather go to the beach or go camping? I mean, I'm probably gonna go to the beach, to be honest. Like, camping school, like, it would depend on who would be with, like, type of thing. But I'd probably say I'm more likely probably to go to the beach. I love, like, the sand, water, the ocean. That, like, relaxes me. But if it's the summer, probably to the beach. What's one thing that can instantly make your day better? Okay, honestly, my Lola, like, truthfully, like, that's an easy one. Do you have any pet peeves? I feel like maybe just people who are, like, not go with the flow, like, you know what I mean? Like, to the extent that, like, you know how when people are just, like, super controlling and, like, super micromanagey and stuff like that? Like, that just annoys me so much. Like, when it's, like, excessive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just relax. Honestly. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, people who are just, like, unnecessarily rude and annoying, too. But, yeah. Which meal is your favorite breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Probably dinner. Honestly, all of them. Like, I just love eating, so... yeah, but probably dinner. Just because, yeah. Guys, this is so good. I honestly get this, like, once a week. I would eat this, like, so often. When you were a kid, did you eat the crust on your sandwich or not? Yes, because I'm Asian and you don't waste anything, so yes. What activity instantly calms you? Probably hiking, meditation, or, like, spa things. Like, just putting a sheet mask on. Stuff like that, you know, that stuff instantly calms me. Ideally, how would you spend your birthday? Honestly, just with people I love. Honestly, like friends, family, that's something pretty, you know. As long as I'm with them, that's all I really need. Would you rather cook or order in? It depends, honestly. Now that the pandemic is, like, a little better, like, sometimes I'm just so lazy and I just want to order in. But I love cooking, too, so, like, it depends on how lazy I am. If I'm not lazy, I'd rather just cook because I also love cooking. And cooking is also very relaxing to me, to be honest. Like, it's very, in a weird sense, therapeutic. I don't know. I think maybe because it, like, takes my mind off of things because I'm, like, focusing on cooking. But again, if I'm lazy, then I'd rather order in. What's your favorite board game? Easy, Mahjong. What's your most prized possession and why? I'm trying to think. I probably have to say, so when my other Lola, she passed away years ago, I'd probably say, like, maybe middle school. Either like late middle school or early high school. I honestly can't remember just because it was like years and years ago type of thing. But essentially I have her like, you know, like when they have like a card at like the funerals and stuff like that, I have it like laminated and in my car. There's a very specific reason why, a little bit of story behind that, but I'd probably say, I won't get into it in this video at this point type of thing, but I'd probably say that's probably one of my most prized possessions type of thing, just because it has such a meaning to me. I'd probably say a second one is, I also have this, like, Padre Pio, like, laminated card with, like, a prayer on it, that I carry around with me, so I'd probably, and it does also similarly have, like, a meaning, like, a meaning to me, so I'd probably say those two are my most prized possessions, currently, that I could think of. I'm trying to think. If you could have any exotic animal as a pet, which would it be? Probably a panda. That's an easy one. Like, hello. Duh. But yeah, probably a panda. What would be the first thing you'd do if you won the lottery? I'd probably save a lot of it, to be honest. And I'd probably travel, honestly. Yeah. What's the best concert you've ever been to? Easy, Beyonce. That's it. Honestly, every single time I saw her, Beyonce. That, like, hands down, Beyonce. What's something you're excited about right now? Oh, well, just because the holidays are coming up. So Thanksgiving. I mean, again, last Thanksgiving, again, because due to the pandemic, again, my immediate family that I usually get together with, what's it called? We didn't obviously get together because of the pandemic, and, you know, it was before, like, vaccinations and stuff like that. But this year we are, thankfully, getting together like how we normally would. So, yeah, I'd say probably Thanksgiving and seeing my family like, normally. Obviously, Thanksgiving, food, how could you beat that? So, Thanksgiving, yeah, with my family. Okay, some of these next ones are, like, career-related. If you could choose your own work schedule, would you? Yeah, hands down, 100%. Like, I'm all about that. Why? Like, yes. Are you able to work from home, and if so, do you enjoy it? Yes, I'm thankfully, for those who don't know, I do work in public accounting as an auditor. I am thankfully able to work from home, and ask anyone, Michelle loves working from home. And yeah, like, love working from home. I'm all about it. Yes. What do you remember most about your first job? So my first job was working at a pharmacy, just as like a cashier. So I don't really, and this was like when I was like 16. It was like definitely like in high school. Oh, okay. It was always interesting. Like, it was like in my local town. So it was always interesting to like, when there were people you knew who like were picking up their medications and stuff. Not to be like nosy, but it was like, oh, interesting, you know, type of thing. What I probably remember most is, yeah, kind of low-key being nosy about people's prescriptions. And these were like people in my town or like people who I went to school with or their families. So yeah. How old were you when you started working? Like 16? Yeah, I think whatever the age where you were able to start working was whatever that age was. So I think 16. What was the worst job you ever had? Okay, so I worked very shortly over a summer at a retail place. I won't disclose the name because I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone. But basically, the working environment was just very toxic and mean. Like, the people were just so catty, and like, it was just not a great working environment. Like, just upper management and the people just did not treat their people right. And it was just very catty and like that type of vibe. It wasn't the worst when it came to like the actual job. Truthfully, like, the job was fine. Like, you know, it was like typical retail, sales, stuff like that. But I would just say like the working environment and the people who ran that business was just like, they weren't nice. What career advice would you give to your younger self? I would maybe not even just career advice, but just like life advice in general to my younger self. I know people say this a lot, but I would just tell myself to just relax. Like, it'll be okay. Breathe. Don't worry. Like, you'll be fine. Just relax. Do you believe in having a 5-year plan? Yes, but the 5-year plan can always be adjusted. Like, I'm one of those who's like, 5-year plan, 10-year plan, you know, type of thing. But at the end of the day, too, like, things happen in life, and, you know, you gotta be flexible. And yeah, so I'd say, do you believe in having a 5-year plan? Yes, because I also think, too, it's good to have at least goals and things to strive for. But again, it's kind of like the way to get to those goals can be adjusted. You know, over time, things happen that you can't foresee. And you need to be flexible and all that stuff. It's kind of like focusing on, what I like to call it is like kind of like focusing on the goal and the journey. Like, focusing on the goal and the journey, but not so much on the time or the amount of time it takes to get there. So yeah, do I believe in it? Yeah, but let's be flexible, guys, so. Okay, so how much time do you spend with your family? Probably more than the next person. Again, I'm very family-oriented. I have your typical very big Filipino family. Who do you most like spending time with? Again, a lot of these questions are like under the category of like family. Who do you most like spending time with and why? In my family, probably my cousins, honestly. Which family makes the best food? Honestly, by default, like Lola, clearly. Yeah, Lola. Yeah, Lola. Which family member has had the greatest impact on you? Probably, like, aside from my parents, because, you know, that's kind of like a default, I'd probably say, again, I like to call her, like, our family matriarch. She's my grandma's sister. She's the person I'm named after, so, and she was just a huge inspiration to me to this day. So I'd probably say that family member, yeah, or my mamacita, as we like to call her. She's, probably the family member that has had the greatest impact on me. Have you ever mapped out your family tree? Yes. Again, actually, we had to update this relatively recently, to be honest. I think my brother currently has the most live family tree, type of thing. So, like, yes, we have. Have you ever been to a family reunion? This question is kind of funny. Yes, we did have a family reunion this past summer. So, yes. What was it like growing up as the, and it says like youngest slash oldest slash middle slash only child. So I'm the youngest in my family. I have 2 older brothers. So what was it like growing up as a child? Like, I think it was great. I mean, it was great to have 2 older brothers. It still is great to have 2 older brothers, type of thing. Not gonna lie, it is very nice to be the youngest and the only girl, type of thing. Like, I'm just saying, like, pretty good position to be in. So I think my brothers joked that I could get away with anything, but I also wasn't, like, that terrible of a child, I don't think. So it was a nice place to be. Does your family ever take trips together? Yes, type of thing. Like, again, we recently had a family reunion this past summer, so that was fun. Otherwise, yeah, I'll take trips with, like, my cousins and stuff like that. What TV family most reminds you of your own? I'm trying to think. What are the TV families out there? This isn't, like, a TV family, but, like, the first one that comes to mind is, like, The Sound of Music. Like, the Von Trapp family. Just because there's, like, so many. Meaning, like, just because it's, like, a big family. They're very, like, close-knit and stuff like that. So, that one is just the one that comes to mind. Do you ever wish you were raised differently? No, absolutely not. Again, I am who I am today, just because of how I was raised, and I like who I am authentically. So yeah, no, I wouldn't change anything. I think, like, you know, like the values I was raised with, you know, growing up, again, I wouldn't change a thing. What's the best piece of advice a family member has given you? Definitely a bunch. I would probably say more recently. A lot of them just say, like, enjoy life. Like, you know, life is too short, travel a lot, see the world. Those are kind of, like, the general, maybe not one specific family member, but, like, a lot of family members have just told me, like, you know, enjoy being young, you know, before you, like, settle down and stuff like that. Like, see the world, travel, and just enjoy life. Do you and your family have any nicknames for each other? Okay, there's, like, too many, honestly. Like, the answer is, like, yes, and there's just too many, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. What's your favorite way to spend time with your family? Honestly, it could be just so low-key and chill. Like, it really doesn't have to be a lot. Like, a lot of times me and my family just, like, get together and just, like, eat food and talk and catch up, and that's it. What's your favorite family tradition? We have a bunch, honestly. The one that comes to mind, I'd probably say my favorite family tradition is just Christmas, and I have a lot of family just all over the world, you know, type of thing, specifically in the US and in the Philippines. But a lot of my dad's side is in the US. And every year, no matter what, we at least do, like, a family video chat, and we usually do, like, a Secret Santa and exchange gifts, eat, like, virtually, you know, type of thing. Like, we'll do the unwrapping, like, on video, and have, like, a big, either, like, Zoom, Google Hang, whatever, you know, platform we choose to use for the video chat. But every year, again, we never miss it. We always do that. And so again, I have a lot of family all over the US, so that's one of my favorite family traditions, just on Christmas, or we do Christmas Eve. Again, we celebrate on Christmas Eve, truthfully. And we just do, like, the big family video chat with everyone from all over the US, and we catch up and do, like, a Secret Santa. Which family member do you confide in the most? I'd probably say easily, like, I'd probably say two of my girl cousins, so I'd probably say Nina and Katrina. So there's, like, 5 of us in terms of, like, girl cousins on my dad's side, at least. I'm probably closest to Nina and Katrina just because, like, Katrina actually, like, lives near me, and Nina is, like, closer to me now, type of thing. And I think growing up too, just, like, my 2 girl cousins in, like, the West Coast, they were just, like, far. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whenever we catch up, like, again, like, they're super chill to hang out with and stuff like that. But I'd probably say growing up, I was just, by nature, we're naturally just closer. Because also, like, me and Nina are, like, the oldest of, like, the girl cousins. So it's kind of like, I feel like we were, like, naturally just closer. And, again, growing up, Katrina was, like, not for nothing, like, she, like, lives near me. So, I'd probably say I'm closest to them and probably confide in them the most. Do you have any friends that you would consider family? Honestly, yeah. Like, I ask anyone, like, a lot of my friends from home, I'm still very close with to this day. And even my friends from, like, college, I'm still very close with to this day. So, yeah, 100%. How did your parents meet? I think they met in college. Yeah, like, they're, like, college sweethearts. Yeah, so they met in college, like, back in the Philippines. And it's been history ever since. Who's the newest member of your family? So, my cousin recently gave birth, like, literally last month, to a little baby boy. So yeah, he's the newest member to our family, my cousin's son. Yep. What can always bring your family together? Honestly, like, food. Like, easy. Like, food. Or any type of celebration. Honestly, like, birthday, wedding. Honestly, just, not even that. Like, we don't even need a reason like that. Like, we just, like, get together and that's it. Okay, this next set of questions is, like, values. I think that's, like, the next category, if you will. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yes? Question mark? Like, here's the thing, like, yeah, I think that's, like, a thing, like, for sure. Like, do you believe in love at first sight? Yeah, I think, I believe in it. Like, why not? Yeah. Do you believe in soulmates? Why or why not? You know what? The older I get, yes. Like, not to, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just do believe that, like, there are people in this world that you're just, like, meant to meet. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'm the type of person, like, I really don't believe in coincidences. Like, I really don't. Like, I think you are meant to meet certain people in your life. You're also meant to, like, things just, because there comes an argument of, like, free will versus destiny and stuff like that. I do believe there's a little bit of both, to be honest. Like, I do believe you have your free will to do, like, whatever choices you make in life. But at the same time, I do believe that there is some form of just, like, divine intervention or divine, like, you know, like, beings above us that just, it's not in our hands. Like, you know, no matter how hard you try to deviate from your destiny and whatever, like, you're always gonna get there, if that makes any sense. Like, to your purpose and what you're meant to do in life. Okay, what life lessons have you had to learn the hard way? I'd probably say, like, a bunch, unfortunately, because that's just how life is. But I'd probably say, as a general overarching that comes to mind, like, lesson that's hard, what is it? Lessons you've had to learn the hard way. I'd probably just say, like, in general, that there are just certain people in your life that you just have to let go. You know, sometimes, again, there are certain people that just don't have your best interest, in life. And again, like, you know, people show their true colors when you stop providing a benefit to them. And there are times where you really just, like, those relationships and friendships just no longer serve you, you know, and you just have to, like, unfortunately just let it go. Like, not everyone is unfortunately meant to stay in your life. And obviously, like, the battle of, like, knowing who those people are, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, don't sweat it. Again, the people who are meant to be in your life, are going to be in your life. And those people who just don't support you or anything like that, it's just, gotta let it go, right? Do you believe, what is meant for you will never miss you? Yeah, I actually do. I think actually one of my favorite quotes in life, just in general, is what's for you will not pass you. And I'm a true believer of that. I really do believe that, I mean, again, like, what's meant for you will be in your life. What's not will not. Would you rather make more money doing a job you hate or less doing one you love? Oh, I would totally rather make a little less doing a job that I love. It's just, I don't know, the older I get, it's just like, it's just not worth the stress. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, there are so many other things in life aside from making money that bring me fulfillment. Excuse me. So, yeah. Do you live by any piece of advice or motto? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I love quotes and stuff like that. So I'd probably say, again, what's for you will not pass you. Everything happens for a reason. I actually have a few. Hold on. Let me try to see. I actually usually write this down and stuff like that. So just give me 1 second. Okay, here's a few. Again, this is just like the short abridged list. Like, I love quotes and like trying, you know, that just helps me get through life. Trust the divine timing of your life. Thankful for the blessings that I received but didn't ask for. Years later, I'm beyond grateful that I actually didn't get what I thought I wanted and instead received what I needed. Sometimes God holds you back temporarily only until the roads are safe and clear enough to continue. Be thankful for the stall. Just because you believed and it didn't work out your way or in your timetable doesn't mean that it's over. God is planning something better. Stay humble, count your blessings. Enjoy the moment. Focus on the present. So basically being in the moment, not stressing too much about the future and stuff like that. So some of my few just things that help me get through life and stuff. Would you rather someone be honest and hurt your feelings or lie to protect them? Oh, I'd rather have someone be honest and hurt your feelings. Yeah, 100%. No, like, I'd rather just know the truth. Like, yeah. If you could snap your fingers and instantly make the world better, what would you do? I feel like I would... There's a bunch, honestly. The first thing that comes to my mind is this: I would want people to feel safe. Whether that be, like, having a roof over their head or, like, food. Again, there's so many people in this world, billions of people who are just living below the poverty line and who just, unfortunately, just, whether you're... because of circumstances, like, they might have just been born into it and it's not really their fault or their, you know, type of thing. But simple things like having clean water and, you know, like food on the table are just like basic necessities that I feel like humans should just have, that safety and peace of mind. And I feel like there are just so many people out there that don't have that. So I feel like that would be one of the, that's like a drop in the bucket, obviously, but I would feel like I would just want people to feel safe, whatever that means, you know, type of thing. Roof over their head, food on the table, clean water, you know, just the little things in life that I feel like everyone should just have. Do you believe in astrology? Yes. Honestly, like, low-key, yeah. Do you think our dreams have hidden meanings? Honestly, yes. I really do. I could go on a whole tangent about this. Or not tangent, but I could go on a whole spiel about this. But yeah, I really do believe that dreams have hidden meanings, or I feel like, not to sound weird, but I feel like that's how, like, our souls communicate to each other sometimes, like, in our deep consciousness, type of thing. So, yeah, I really do believe that dreams have hidden meanings, yes. So, this last bucket is kind of like unconventional questions type of thing. Let's see what, these are like oddball, like weird ones, so let's see. Do you believe in ghosts? Why or why not? Like, yes and no type of thing. Like, I do believe that there are like spirits kind of lingering, truthfully. No, like, I've had a few too many like situations where it's like, okay, that was a little freaky, honestly, type of thing. But like, I don't know, we'll see. Are you double jointed? No. Like, no. Can you write in cursive? Yes. It's been a while because, like, when am I really ever writing in cursive other than maybe my signature? If you could live in a movie, which one would it be and why? I'd probably say The Sound of Music or Selena, like, you know, like Selena Quintanilla Perez. Sound of Music because it's, like, my favorite movie, like, and I just feel like that would be awesome to live in, like, Salzburg and, you know, Europe and stuff like that. Selena, just because, like, I also love that movie. It's, like, one of my favorite movies, too. Again, I'd probably say, like, my favorite movies are, like, Sound of Music is, like, #1 for sure. A close second is The Wizard of Oz. And then Selena's up there. I have a few other favorite movies, too, but I'd probably say off the top of my head, those are, like, I could watch those movies over and over and over again, and I will, like, never get tired of it. If you came back in your next life as an animal, what animal would you be? Panda, easily. Do you hit the snooze button or wake up immediately? I'm a snoozer. No, honestly, like, I'm the type of person, I honestly have so many alarms, truthfully. Because I like to like slowly wake up. Again, snoozer easily, like always hitting the snooze button. Like it's kind of like I subconsciously know when I actually have to wake up type of thing, but yeah, no, snooze button easily. Do you think iced coffee should only be consumed in the summer or all year round? Honestly, all year round. Like, in general, like, I'm more of, like, an iced coffee type of person, type of deal. I do like warm, like, hot coffee, too, but no, you could drink it all year round. That's fine. Would you rather be covered in fur or covered in scales? Probably fur. Yeah, I'm gonna go with fur. What's the most unusual place you've fallen asleep? Okay, my friends from home are gonna laugh at this answer, but a roof. Like, I'd probably say the most unusual place you've fallen asleep. Yeah, a roof. Yep. Or ask anyone, like, I could fall asleep anywhere. Again, type of thing. But yeah, a roof. Do you wash your legs in the shower? Do people not wash their legs in the shower? What? What kind of question is that? Yes, I wash my legs. Yes, I do wash my legs in the shower. Who would play you in the movie of your life? That's like an easy question for me. So, I'd probably say if there was a movie about me, I'd say my top 3. Like, I already know the answer to this, lol. Like, have I thought about this? Yes. It would probably be Shay Mitchell. Like, if, for anyone who doesn't know Shay Mitchell, she's like the girl from Pretty Little Liars. So I'd say Shay Mitchell, or for all my Filipinos out there, I'd say Marian Rivera or Heart Evangelista. So yeah, I'd say between those 3, Shay Mitchell, Heart Evangelista, and Marian Rivera. When making a PB&J sandwich, do you put on the peanut butter or jelly first? I'd probably put the peanut butter on first, to be honest. I'm trying to think. Like, I haven't made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a while. I feel like practically, like from a practical standpoint, it probably makes sense. Oh, okay, you know what? Actually, now that I'm rethinking about this, I think I put the jelly on first, because I put the jelly on first and like, because you know you have like 2 slices of bread. So I'll put the jelly on 1 slice, then wipe the excess jelly off on the clean slice of bread, then I put the peanut butter on. Then I make the sandwich. So otherwise, does it really matter? Like, but fair question. Do you trust your own memory? Why or why not? Okay, fun fact, I actually, and people have told me this, like, I have a weirdly very good memory. So, yes, I think I would trust my own memory, because I have a good memory. Like, weirdly good memory. Not everything. Like, some things I really just forget, to be quite honest. Like, it just doesn't stick. But certain things I remember things in like too good of a detail, and yeah. Do you stan any celebrities? I'd probably say Beyonce. Like, that was an easy one, Beyonce. What's your go-to midnight snack? I honestly have too many because I just love eating and snacks. I'd probably say one of them is like ramen. Like, instant ramen is like one of my go-to midnight snacks easily, because it's just so, again, I usually like savory things more, and it's like so quick and easy to make, and also just ramen is like such a comfort food for me, honestly. So yeah, probably that. Otherwise, just like chips, popcorn. That's usually like just any type of little like snack. Usually a savory snack is right up my alley. Alright, so last question. If you could change anything about yourself, would you? If so, what and why? No, I would not change a single friggin' thing about me. I like being authentically myself. It's who I am. And no, like, I like being me. So, yeah. No, I wouldn't change a single thing. Alright, guys, that's all I got for you guys. We answered a lot of questions. Don't worry, I was eating in between, okay, long story short, my camera kept on like overheating, truthfully, and I had to like film this in a few different segments, if you will. But this was a fun little video. Again, I love answering questions, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was fun for me to answer these cute little get to know you fun questions out there. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe my video and my channel. Thank you everyone so much for watching my videos and supporting my channel. To all my Filipinos out there, maraming salamat. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!